What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about TAI, TARS AI today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 15th of May. We're about an hour and 40 minutes into the new day here, sitting at about 8.9 cents, just below 9 cents there. We've taken a little spill, dropped a little bit. I haven't sold any of my TARS. I haven't sold any of my TAI. Wish I did. Of course I do, right? I mean, when we were at the high, the absolute high, if you sold the high, I mean, that was a 31% difference from here, right? But not everybody would have sold the high, depending on where you sell. Would you buy the low back? Blah, 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 all this stuff. I'm using a wallet to swap with, so I'm automatically sacrificing like 10% of whatever it is I have anytime that I buy and sell, or anytime I sell and buy it back. At least that's just how it is for me with the amount that I'm doing for whatever reason. Whether I'm on Coinbase Wallet or on Phantom, it just seems to be the issue. There's just not enough liquidity, is what it is, because this is such a low market cap coin here. But enough of my problems. Let's talk about this thing here, right? So here we are at about 8.8 cents now. Are we doomed? Are we going lower? Is this move forsaken? Are we screwed? No, we're not doomed. We're not. I mean, we might go a little bit lower, but we're not forsaken. Everything's fine, right? I mean, from a low to a high here, what's a little bit surprising, and this is really surprising because I've seen this now 3 times in the past month. It's not common. It's not a common thing, but lately, it's been a common thing, and maybe we can carry that forward on another chart if we see the same kind of scenario happen. But when you bounce off your 382 or your point 0.5 and you come back up above the 236, it's over. You broke above the 236, it's over. It's time to go. You're going up higher. The fact that we didn't, the fact that we stalled and then reversed here, it's not normal. It's not a normal thing, but it's been. This is like the third time that I've seen this happen in probably like a month now. So, or maybe even a little bit over a month. I've got like 3 examples off the top of my head, but here we are at 8.865 now. We could go lower. It's very possible that we could go all the way back down to 7.3 cents. It's very possible that we could go all the way down to 7.3 cents. And it's fine if we do. Inevitably, TAI is going to rip, it's going to pump, it's going to see all of these fantastic prices that we've been waiting for. I just thought, I'm sure like a lot of us did, that over the past 3 days or the past week now that we would have been moving up, but instead we moved down. For whatever reason, we moved down. And we can see this here. It all started with this rejection off the overbought zone. Whenever you reject the overbought zone, that tends to bode not well for the bulls, right? It bodes well for the bears. And to the downside, we've gone. On the bright side, we're almost back to where we were in the RSI whenever we last cooled off, whenever we were down here, whenever we cooled off. And we're not even anywhere near it in price. So we could go a little bit lower and still be fine. If we're taking this relative low here to a relative high, you're below your 382, right at the 0.5. Man, it's giving me deja vu, right? This might be the exact area you bounce from right here. We actually might be bouncing right now. Should I buy some more TAI? I might need to buy some more TAI. We're already down 5%. Maybe I should. I don't know. I don't know. That's a dangerous position to be in, man. I'm already pretty damn well exposed. We could drop lower too. So if we drop to like 7.35 cents, maybe I'll buy some. But here you can see from a low to a high, you went down to your 0.5, found a little support at the 382, and then dropped to your 0.5. Here, if we look at this, you did the same kind of thing. You found a little support at your 382, and then you dropped to your 0.5. So maybe you find support right there. I don't know. But if we do drop lower, if we drop down to like something below 8 cents, maybe I'll consider buying more. I'll let you guys know if I do. Of course, follow me on X.com if you want to be aware of any of those like quick purchases or sells that I make at Chris Harris 85. That's me right there. TAI looking like it wants to go a little bit lower. Let's see. Let's look at the short-term time frames and confirm that. Maybe it does bounce right here. Good bit of volume coming in right there on the 1 hour. Rather suggested that we do have lower to go, to be fair. But let's see how this 1 hour turns around. If we close this, in the next 18 minutes, if we can close this to the upside, that might change the perspective a little bit. 1 hour RSI does look pretty bad. Not gonna lie, it does look pretty bad. You could be getting set up for a double bottom here. I'm curious to see how this 1 hour closes. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour also giving me bad vibes, but near end of this move vibes. Right, we're probably not going to move too much lower. I do wonder, looking at this now, I wonder, was this like a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder? Was it like a slanted head and shoulders pattern? Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. It's certainly performing like one to the downside there. My expectation, all the rambling aside, my expectation would be that if we're not finding support here, we would likely then go down to about 0.786 to 0.74, something in that zone there. That's what I would anticipate, okay? If not a little bit lower. I don't expect that we go below this low. It's very possible, I was looking at the altcoin market chart today, the others chart. It's very possible that the whole damn altcoin market sees some kind of a drop, let's see, to the magnitude, the tone of like a 10% drop, something like that. Probably see that happening today or tomorrow. If not, we might see a 10% pump depending on this, because this is a diamond top pattern here in the altcoin chart, the others chart, right? This is like the average altcoin. So if it dumps, the average altcoin is going to do the same thing. This diamond top could do either breaking down or breaking out, so it'll be curious to see what goes on. But keep in mind, TARS, just because the average altcoin drops 10% doesn't mean TARS has to. But if this drops 10%, it's possible TARS could drop another 10% on top of that. So if it were to drop another 10%, what would that do from here? I mean, that would take it right to these areas that we're considering anyway. So I'm not worried about that at all. All in all, what we're doing is we're consolidating within the consolidation range. Consolidations tend to have a 1, 2, 3-legged endeavor. This leg here, this third leg, is already pretty big in comparison to this whole corrective phase here. So I do think that we're near the end of it, if not at the end of it right now. And again, if we bounce here, that's cool. But if not, the price that we go to is about 7.8 to 7.4 cents. All right, so looking at this now, we've looked at it on the 1 hour. What about the 15-minute? I'm bearish on it. I am bearish on it. Just momentarily. I don't know. Today could turn around and be a green day, but I am bearish on it for the time being. Inevitably, we will go higher. So where are we going to go whenever we go higher? That's the question, right? From a high here to a low there. We already discussed what it's going to look like if we go lower, right? 7.4 cents at the lowest. That's where we would go, likely between there or something just below 8 cents if we go lower, if not bouncing here, right? When we do move higher, which is going to be any day now. And in a blink of an eye, guys, we could be up 50% in one day. You never know. From here, from the current price, from this exact area right here, the minimum expectation would be to see something on the lines of a 3x, which would be all the way up at 25.7 cents. The maximum expectation would be to see something on the lines of a 50-cent price, which would be about a 5.8x. So 5.8x to 3x, something like that, over the coming days, over the coming week, by the end of the month of May. That's the expectation. We did break out of our bull flag here. We broke out of it, right? Clear as day, we broke out of it. I think that our breakout move would take us all the way up here. It is possible that this was not the bull flag. Okay, it is possible that wasn't the bull flag. Maybe this is the bull flag, and we've yet to come down and find our low for this bull flag pattern. Maybe, that's very possible as well. And to which I would say, if we do happen to go below 5.8 cents, if we happen to go below this low, I'm only going to buy more, man. I'm only going to take it as a chance to buy more. Imagine all the people here at 12 cents who are like, man, I wish I bought at 6 cents like C-Zar did, or below 6 cents like some people did. I wish that I took that opportunity. Well, if you get that opportunity again, be careful what you wish for. I'm going to dip my toes in there if we go down there, but I don't think we do. I'm just saying, even if we do, I don't think that this is a bad thing. But my expectation would be that we do see something around 25 cents to 50 cents by the end of this next endeavor, which is probably going to happen by the end of the month, over the coming days, over the coming weeks, yeah. What else do we got here? I don't know if there's anything else to talk about, yeah. If the RSI goes lower, if it goes lower than this low, that'd be great, because we're going to have a lower low with the higher low here, and that'd be hidden bullish divergence. I think that'd be enough for us to want to turn around and potentially grow higher, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. All in all, 8.6 cents now. Do expect prices to go down to about 7.8 to 7.4. If not, and we bounce here, you'll solidify that. You'll validate this as a bounce if we close today above 10.7 cents. 10.69 cents will do it, honestly. So you can close above 10.69 on any given day. I'll be convinced that this is the low. Any other lows are the low, whatever the low might be. But until then, I am thinking that we go lower, right? We could pull up from here and still go lower. We can go above this area but not close above it and then still go lower. You know what I mean? So I'm not holding my breath. But that's all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. TARS is very much still on track. We're just taking a little pullback alongside with the rest of the markets. It's down, I think, a little bit more today. I mean, it was down more yesterday than the average coin, but it was up more too over the past week. So that's kind of the name of the game. That's how it happens. I got nothing else for you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.